Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and to the elders at Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and blessings and salutation to the elect of the nation of Israel. To you, I say shalom. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and straight to the point. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6. I got the Good News Translation queued up to the top and the King James Version queued up at the bottom. And I'm going to start at verse 1 at the bottom using the King James Bible with the Apocrypha. It says, "Hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand, learn ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations, for power is given you of the Lord, and sovereignty from the highest, who shall try your works and search out your counsels." All right. Let's I thought they had the commentary for this chapter. But verse 1 in the GNT says, "So then you kings you rulers the world over, listen to what I say and learn from it. You govern many lands and are proud that so many people are under your rule. But this authority has been given to you by the Lord Most High. He will examine what you have done and what you plan to do." Right? So when you examine in these times who's ruling the world in wickedness, we point the finger at this nation of people that's doing that, and that's Esau, Edom, the so-called white race, so-called white people. You so-called Caucasians, you are the biblical Edomites. You are the wicked. And you're ruling this current system in wickedness. And Yahweh is going to throw you down when he sent Yahweh Shai and the angels to come back to destroy these nations, including Esau, Edom, and he's going to save the elect of the nation of Israel. Verse 2, "You govern many lands and are proud that so many people are under your rule." That proud nation is ruling. That's Esau, Edom. "But this authority has been given to you by the Lord Most High. He will examine what you have done and what you plan to do." The counsel of the wicked is far from the Most High. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, he already knows the plans that Esau is trying to do and trying to accomplish. And Esau, Edom's plans will fail according to the Bible and according to prophecy. Let's go to Psalm 75, verse 1. Well, verse 4, "I said unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and to the wicked, lift not up the horn," which horn represents power. Okay. Esau loved to boast in his power because he believes that he brought himself into power and nobody can bring him out of power. So he's very proud. That's a proud nation. Verse 5, lift not up your horn on high, speak not with a stiff neck, for promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But God is the judge, he putteth down one and setteth up another. So let's get that in the GNT, right? The Good News Translation. Verse 4, I tell the wicked not to be arrogant. I tell them to stop their boasting. Judgment does not come from the east or from the west, from the north or from the south. It is God who is the judge, condemning some and acquitting others. The Lord holds a cup in his hand, filled with the strong wine of his anger. He pours it out, and all the wicked drink it. They drink it down to the last drop. Right. So the Heavenly Father sets up who's going to be in power and who's going to be out of power. The Lord is fair. These different nations ruled at one point. Now it's time for Yahushua, the Messiah, to get his kingdom. And it's going, the Israelites will be joint heirs with Yahushua. Okay. And the wicked, they're going to drink the cup of slavery. That's what they're going to drink. They're going to be servants. Okay, they're going to be at the bottom, and us Israelites will be on top, right? This is second Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, in the GNT, verse 3. But this authority has been given to you by the Lord Most High. He will examine what you have done and what you plan to do. So let's get quick precept. Job 5, verse 12. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. Right, so the crafty devices will be disappointed. Okay. They're not going to perform their enterprise. They're not going to perform their NWO, their counsel. This is Job chapter 20. Job chapter 20, 20 verse 5, that verse 4, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. That's right. This is jumping down to verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Talking about Esau, Edom. Every hand of the wicked going into the laborers, shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Right, so you got Esau trying to fulfill his NWO, but that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen at all. Okay? Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6. And you see these different nations coming up against Esau, Edom. They're fed up with Esau, Edom. They're mad. Everybody realizing that the so-called white man is the devil, and they realizing that he's a cancer in the earth. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 4. You rule on behalf of God and his kingdom, and if you do not govern justly, if you do not uphold the law, if you do not live according to God's will, you will suffer sudden and terrible punishment. Judgment is especially severe on those in power. Common people may be mercifully forgiven for their wrongs, but those in power will face a severe judgment. Who's in power right now? Esau, Edom. So who's going to face that severe judgment? Esau, Edom. Okay? The ones that's ruling the world in wickedness. And the judgment is already set for America to go down, which is Babylon the Great, to get hit by thermonuclear missiles and the laser beams from the chariots. It's already written for this place to be destroyed. It's already written for this place to go down. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And that's in the Bible. Verse 7. The Lord of all is not afraid of anyone, no matter how great they are. He himself made everyone great and common alike. And he provides for all equally. But he will judge the conduct of rulers more strictly. It is for you, mighty kings, that I write these words, so that you may know how to act wisely and avoid mistakes. And Esau Edom been making mistakes since he got into power. Since he been on the earth, he made nothing but the wrong mistakes. He was always been crooked. You see, because Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai made him like that. Made that nation of people like that. You know? There's no respect to persons with Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. You know? So, all praises to Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Rachakodash Shalom.